thought maybe you went a little too far. You know.
As far as what?
Well, they thought that maybe you were being disrespectful to the Christian religion.
Who did?
I'm telling you need to Google.
Oh, good Lord.
Some hosts think they can challenge Bill Burr until they realize they're way in over their heads. From awkward silences to mic-dropping comebacks, Burr has been schooling interviewers for years. Today, we're revisiting a classic moment from Good Day New York in 2015. The interview started off rocky when the host came in hot, calling F is for family offensive. But Burr wasn't having it. With his signature quick-fire wit, he flipped the script completely, leaving the host stunned. This was TV gold, chaotic, uncomfortable, and absolutely hilarious. You won't believe how he handled it.
So did you feel you were being disrespectful, or just you were just having fun with some of the crucifixes and stuff like that?
I don't even know I mean, we did maybe 2 jokes about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't you think the Catholic Church went a little too far? More so than my cartoon.
All right, listen.
A couple of jokes. I know this is a morning show. You can't bring up all those crimes.
You know what? Technically,
they just sort of kept moving them around. You know, like those killer whales at SeaWorld. After it kills a trainer, they'll then move it up to Seattle. They don't give them their background.
Caught off guard by Burr's razor-sharp rebuttal, the host scrambled to defend herself. But it was too late. Burr had already turned the entire exchange into a masterclass in comedic destruction.
Those religious people that got upset, I want to quiz them on their religion.
All right, we'll talk about why did I bring that up? Bill,
why did you bring it up?
I'm sorry.
It's a morning show. It's supposed to be an easy one.
By the time the interview wrapped, Burr didn't just hold his ground. He completely dismantled the host, turning them into the punchline of the entire segment.
It's Southside Steve, and this is Southside Steve TV, and this is Bill Burr.
That's your question?
But Burr's next run-in took an even uglier turn. Radio host Southside Steve, with his blatant disrespect and unfiltered attitude, pushed the tension to a boiling point.
And you're a funny guy. You've got these routines in your head, so I figure I'll toss you a mic and you go.
And I'm going to do stand-up in front of 9 people in a radio station? No, I'm not doing that.
Burr's patience wore thin as the interview spiraled into chaos. The breaking point? When Steve had the audacity to treat him like a performing monkey, demanding he entertain on command.
I was trying to explain to Bill how you put the mic, warn him that you're going to put the mic in his face without asking him a question. Be prepared for that. Apparently he didn't take me seriously.
The tension hit explosive levels when another host stepped in, not to defuse the situation, but to blame Burr for the chaos. The result? A full-blown meltdown that had everyone talking.
But do you like my mic?
No, I don't. I don't. Please.
Is that comfortable? Is this uncomfortable?
This is, no, don't, man. Honestly. Can I take the mic?
Sure.
Now, that's the number one thing you don't do. As I learned that in broadcasting school, you never give up the microphone. See, now I have the power. This Bob Barker thing.
Yeah.
You're what is this? Rock 100.5. This is the worst interview I've ever done.
When Southside Steve shoved his mic in Burr's face like a power move, the fed-up comic had enough. He snapped, flipping the script and taking control of the interview in the most savage way possible.
To ignore.
I'm not related to my next guest, but we fight like siblings. Please welcome brilliant comedian who I love to pieces but who makes me crazy, Bill Burr.
Thanks. I thought we got along great.
No, we love each other.
Burr had no problem shutting down Southside Steve, but his encounter with Sarah Silverman took a completely different turn. From the very start, the introduction rubbed him the wrong way, igniting a fiery tension that was impossible to ignore.
We always fight. We fight
It's
often.
No, because I go on stage and then you try to correct my jokes.
I don't try to correct
Yeah, you
your
do.
jokes
You're like,
sometimes.
well, what if you said if the woman did this because of this? And
That was one time, and I admit I was being aggressive.
What should have been a simple conversation quickly spiraled into an unbearably awkward back and forth. Burr and Silverman overcompensated, trying way too hard to convince everyone they weren't seconds away from tearing into each other.
All right, I do like you, and I always feel like you're frustrated with me.
I love you.
Look at my
Sometimes
posture
you
right
say-
now. I'm
I
as
know.
far over into this chair as I can possibly be. I just feel like
trying to hurt you.
kind
I
of came
love
here to
you.
hang out and have a good time, and you just like that intro was just like, yeah.
I thought you'd like that.
I hate this guy. He's a douchebag, but he came down here.
But when Silverman made the mistake of thinking she had Burr figured out, he shut her down in seconds, obliterating her assumption with no room left for debate.
I don't like being told what to do, but I do like changing with the times or something. I don't really resist that. I feel like you resist that a little more, but ultimately you do change with the times.
Okay.
You thought I was wrapping it up. Ripped another.
No, I feel like with you, there's this person you want me to be. So you keep telling me that I'm this guy that I'm not.
When you thought things couldn't get worse, your Mom's House podcast tried to psychoanalyze Burr. The result? A complete disaster that left the hosts scrambling to save face.
God, you're full of anger. Because
No.
you flog yourself for being vulnerable.
Would you stop it like you
Yeah.
have some sort of
I
psychology
do.
degree?
10 years in therapy.
So what? I've watched football for 40 years. I shouldn't be somebody's coach.
If you really want to guarantee an interview meltdown with Bill Burr, just sit him in an uncomfortable chair and watch the chaos unfold in real time.
Well, I'm excited to be here. These chairs are horrific. It's not quite adult size. It's not kid size. I already slouched. It's going to be a bad interview, dude. And I'm blaming the chair. I literally feel like I'm going to fall onto the floor. This is insane. You really went all out with the audience, though. They got full-size adult chairs. I cannot get comfortable in this chair. This is just like one of the worst things. This should be like in a museum. It's like the prototype.
If you really want to trigger an interview meltdown with Bill Burr, just put him in an uncomfortable chair and watch the chaos unfold in real time.
No, but now this is like the ego one. Now I'm going to be sitting above you. You got to come with two. It's fine. It's fine. Sir, the one comedy through line that's working here is on this chair. Why would you take that from me?
Charlemagne the God made a critical mistake, interrupting Bill Burr mid-story, especially when it was about his wife. The result? A savage on-air takedown that left everyone in shock.
Love at first sight, basically. Yeah, like I've only met two people that had like a vibe like her in my life. And the first one was a dude. He was just so that wasn't happening.
Wasn't he tight?
No, he was like just walked in the room, and you just knew the person was coming in the room. She has that vibe, right? So
Hold on, you gotta clear that up. I want to be clear about that. You didn't date the guy.
no.
I just want to make sure.
Is it the first one? When are black people gonna let go of this homophobia? You always gotta check. Like, what are you doing?
I'm for the
With your
story.
manicured eyebrows. Like, I'm gonna sit here and act like you're all good over there. Like, you don't swing a leg over the fence every once in a while. Like, hey, wait a minute. Look, you got f***ing sandals on and white socks. You look like you just came from a steam room.
Burr is usually unflappable, but on the H3 podcast, Ethan Klein pushed too hard into his personal life. For once, Burr seemed genuinely rattled, caught off guard by the relentless questioning.
How many siblings do you have?
I don't know, dude. The internet's weird to give out all that information.
Oh, you don't even want to say how many because you're afraid that it will
Yeah,
somehow
by all means,
compromise
keep
your
talking
privacy.
about it. Is there any way you can cut this out? I'm honest, dude. Like,
Seriously?
Yeah, no, dude. There's lunatics out there.
Okay.
Whoa.
Off the air, I'll cut it.
All right.
Jeez. I love how surprised he is. Jeez.
Burr completely dismantled Ethan Klein's awkward interview skills, mocking his clumsy questions and leaving the host totally deflated.
Absolutely crazy people.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me about all things comedy. I don't know. You see, I'm nervous. I'm sweating here.
I'm just gonna let you sit.
Yeah, I know you are. You don't have to save me.
You
You don't have to-
gotta push through to the other side.
No,
Don't
I
break.
know, but you don't. You don't
Don't
have to
break.
save
Look
me.
at you. You're all sweaty. You're touching. Look.
Things took a nasty turn when Klein dared to bring up Burr's legendary Philly rant, a topic Burr is sick of discussing. He shut Klein down instantly, making him regret even mentioning it.
When you were getting booed by thousands
God,
of
I
people
was
in
hoping
Philly.
you were. I was like, when you said my favorite
You don't-
YouTube video, I was like, oh God, not the Philly thing again. And then you did the Sherry's Berries. I was like, I love this podcast. Now I hate you.
Oh no.
I love. What can I do? I love that.
Joke. Okay, let's do it.
But do you? But,
hat.
no, I'm not gonna ask you. You've talked about this a lot. Frankly,
I like making you-
I like to
making you-
skip it.
I like making you uncomfortable.
But Burr's frustration on the H3 podcast was nothing compared to the firestorm he unleashed in Philly in 2006. Facing a hostile crowd, he torched the hecklers with a brutal 12-minute rant, still one of the most legendary takedowns in comedy history.
One bridge having piece of city that no one gives a about because you're worthless and no one cares about you. Oh, you people. You know what, you losers? I hope you all die, and I hope the Eagles never win the Super Bowl.
Burr went scorched earth, ripping apart Philly's culture and stereotypes in a no-holds-barred rant that left the audience stunned. Intro.
Rocky is your hero. The whole pride of your city is built around a guy who doesn't even exist. So you make a statue for some Italian, you stupid Philly cheese eating jackasses. I hope that cheese melts your faces off.
Didn't just win over the Philly crowd, he owned them. Booing turned to cheering as Burr flipped one of the toughest audiences into one of his most iconic moments ever.
Listen, I'm out of time. You guys were here, man. Thank you very much. All of you go yourselves in your own.
Burr's Philly rant is legendary, but this interview proves he's just as savage off stage, silencing a reporter with one brutal response to a loaded question.
Can women be funny?
Yeah, of course.
Some people have a hard time saying yes, though. There are a lot of angry young men on the internet that are like, women can't be fun.
Will you guys just grow up and just sit down and write your own and come up with it? Start your own show. Have your own award show. Quit waiting around for other people to do for you. That's the problem. If you guys had your own big club and I was standing outside of it, you'd never let me in. I'd start my own. You guys got to start your own. You got brains in there, right?
But he wasn't finished. Annoyed by the reporter's bold tone, Burr fired back with an even fiercer response, making it clear he wasn't playing along.
It makes no difference whether you got a or a. All right? Just do what you want to do, and hopefully people respond to it. But the quotas and all of this become undeniable. Well, when was the last time you went on stage and you killed so hard the person after you bombed? If you're doing that on a regular basis, people are going to notice, regardless of what you have between your legs.
On Club Random with Bill Maher, Burr found himself in a heated showdown. When Maher trashed college protests over the Middle East, Burr didn't hold back, clashing with him head-on in an intense debate.
Have you heard what's going on college campuses these days?
I don't watch the news.
You don't realize that college campuses erupted with the kids demonstrating for Hamas? They are in with the terrorists.
They were for the Palestinians.
Well, it's sort of the same cause. Why, are you?
I'm on the side of the kids.
Maher pushed hard, but Burr refused to budge, shutting him down at every turn.
Yeah, that's easy to say. You know, no one wants to see kids dead. This is a war.
That was very brave of you to say that.
This is a war. No, I'm the one who's actually brave on this.
Pat yourself on the back.
It's easy to say I'm for the kids. Who's not for the kids?
Well,
it comes down to real hard-nosed decisions. Like a country.
Stop talking like you're a general.
A country got attacked. Israel got attacked.
I'm not saying that they didn't have a right to go back. I'm just sitting there going like, how do I look at what?
We're the only country in the world that they get attacked, and then as soon as they counterattack, it's like, well, we got to stop now. Don't attack them. There's a very simple solution to all this problem in the Middle East. Stop attacking Israel.
Hey, you
Stop
just solved
attacking
it.
Israel.
You just
I
solved
did.
it.
I actually did.
There you go. That's fantastic.
At this point, Burr wasn't just debating, he was dominating. His scathing sarcasm left Maher looking completely outmatched.
Let's go to Russia and the Ukraine. How do you solve that one, Bill? Let me hear your hard-nosed decision about that.
This is why this is not your thing.
Make some hard-nosed decision. It's not your thing. It's what you.
It is my thing.
It isn't your thing.
This is not your thing.
You're like that guy that has a fantasy football team and thinks he's GM.
No.
That's exactly what it is. Like, why am I listening to you like you've done something? What have you done in Washington? Nothing.
With razor-sharp wit, Burr had Maher fumbling once again, proving he's not just a comedian, he's a force who never backs down from a challenge.
Can I tell you something, Bill? Most of what you say is not smart. It's just sort of obscure.
Burr's clash with Maher was intense, but his interview with Colin Cowherd? That was legendary, for all the wrong reasons. Right from the start, tensions flared, and things only got more chaotic from there.
A lot of people think that they're uncomfortable with my elevation. Are you uncomfortable with it?
No, I just see all of your insecurities.
A giant desk.
Why is it so big? It's so big, it's so high.
Boiling point? When Cowherd twisted Burr's take on the Boston Celtics, Burr wasted no time calling him out, ripping him apart for throwing him under the bus.
I heard you have a terrible theory, and I want you to say this. So your theory on Boston is, let's just wait till LeBron's old. You don't want to be aggressive and get players.
I didn't say that.
What did you say?
You got misinformation.
What did you say?
Well, why would you say I have a horrible theory without checking with me first? It's like you already threw me under the bus.
Well, I get it. You got a big desk.
A fiery clash over basketball, Burr shut it all down with a brutal comeback, leaving Cowherd stunned and the argument completely dismantled.
Let's try to tone it down.
No, I'm not. I'm just.
No,
What happened?
You came right at me just saying my theory stunk. I'm just here to promote a cartoon. I'm a dancing monkey today. I'm trying to be a good guy. I want people to like me and watch the show here, and you're coming at me. I don't know anything about hoop. I'm a 5'10" white guy.
Even Joe Rogan, one of Burr's longtime friends, wasn't spared from his razor-sharp comebacks. During a 2020 appearance on The Joe Rogan Experience, Rogan casually questioned mask mandates, and Burr obliterated him on the spot.
Do you want people to walk down the street with a mask on?
Let's not start this, John.
Do you, though?
Let's not start this. Okay?
Let's start it.
I don't want to start this. I'm not going to sit here with no medical degree, listening to you with no medical degree, with an American flag behind you, smoking a cigar, acting like we know what's up, better than the CDC.
Rogan called mask wearing soft, but Burr's quick wit shut him down before the debate could spiral out of control.
I just love how wearing a mask became like this, like, soft thing that you were doing, like being
it's for
courteous. Being courteous. Why is this for? I know it's so
You're wearing a
stupid.
mask. First of all, it's
Oh
not-
God, you're so tough with your open nose and throat. Gee, Joe, and your 5 o'clock shadow. This is a man right here. A man doesn't wear a mask. This is like rollerblading. Everybody rollerbladed, and then there was that one homophobic joke, and then everybody acted like they never did it. And then 100 million rollerblades got thrown into the ocean. We all wore masks. You were doing it 2 weeks ago.
Despite the heated exchange, they wrapped up laughing, proving that Burr can tear you apart and still leave you cracking up.
You had a panic attack,
in
and
the
then,
sauna.
and then you felt bad about yourself, and then you attack people with masks. That's how it works. And that's how the hatred starts, and that's right now why 7 blocks of Seattle you can't go now to get yourself.
Love watching your favorite celebrities stand their ground and destroy agenda-driven interviews? Then don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with more jaw-dropping moments from the entertainment world. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.